Hello and welcome to this fourth Sophroflash video. Today I propose 3 new practices which you can use in your daily life, either all 3 or independently according to your needs of the day. For me, the 3 very simple exercises constitute a basis, an invaluable ritual to maintain our emotional balance and well-being. They are very simple, and it's true that we do not know how much they can help us in our lives. They will make it possible to install some kind of reflexes of our body which will be useful in 2 cases, either to prevent unpleasant things to settle there or to allow us to free ourselves from there. As with any practice, repetition is important to allow the body to integrate the elements of practice and the path to achieve it, and thus become an expert of ourselves. You will agree that, as part of your curriculum, it would not come to your mind to take the exam without being prepared for it. For these practices, it is exactly the same thing. To be effective, they must be repeated, integrated, appropriated. I invite you immediately to put into practice with the first exercise, the release of what is not useful at this moment. What is not useful can be rumination, stress, fear, pain, etc. The ideal posture to begin with is to sit with your back straight, feet flat on the floor and knees about 90 degrees. This very simple exercise contains many important elements, including the 3 axes of sophrology: breathing, muscle relaxation, and visualization. Breathing because we are going to do a particular breathing cycle. We'll breathe in, air retention, and breathe out. Muscle relaxation because on air retention we will contract our fists and then release them on breath out. And the positive visualization, because on the breath in we will imagine focusing everything that is not useful in our fists. And then imagine on the breath out that we free ourselves by opening our fists and let them go out of our body. I'll show you it once and then we'll practice together 3 times. I invite you to close your eyes for more interiority or to fix a point just in front of you. I'll show you it once. We breathe in by mentally concentrate everything that is not useful in our fists. Then air retention, we squeeze our fists. We concentrate everything that is not useful in our fists. And breathe out. We release what is not useful at this moment outside of our body. And we release. Here we go. We breathe in. We concentrate everything that is not useful in our fists. Air retention, we squeeze our fists. Breathe out, we release what is not useful outside our body. And we release. A second time, we breathe in, we mentally concentrate everything that is not useful in our fists. Air retention, we squeeze our fists. And breathe out, we release what is not useful outside our body. And then we release. Third time, we breathe in. We mentally concentrate everything that is not useful in our fists. Air retention, we squeeze our fists. And breathe out. We release what is not useful outside our body. And then we release. For a few moments, we welcome what emerges: sensations, thoughts, images perhaps. We welcome without judgment and without a priori. For the second practice, we will reuse almost the same elements: breathing, a little muscle relaxation, and visualization. Still in the same posture, we will begin by breathe out, so as to completely empty our lungs of the air they contain. Then we breathe in, and when we breathe out, we will breathe out as if we were blowing in a straw that would allow us to inflate a soap bubble slowly. We breathe in again, then breathe out to make our bubble swell a little more and better. We breathe in, and let's breathe out in such a way that our bubble is big enough that we can settle inside it. Then we take a natural and personal breath, and we imagine our bubble all around us, its colors, its size, its lines. A nice bubble in which we feel good, free at this moment from all that is not useful for us. And in order to feel even better, we are going to install something pleasant there. It may be a feeling, a place, a moment you have loved, a color, an image that makes you feel good, a pleasure, anything else. We breathe in by letting into our bubble and into ourselves that little thing that makes us feel good, our image, our feeling. We hold the air a few seconds just to anchor it well in our bubbles and in ourselves. And then on breathing out, we diffuse it even more in our body, in our bubble. We breathe in by letting into our bubble and into ourselves that little thing that makes us feel good, our image, our feeling, our sensation. We hold the air a few seconds just to anchor it even more in our bubble, in our body. Then on breathing out, we will diffuse it even more in our body and bubble. Once again, we breathe in by letting this little thing into our body, our bubble. This little thing that makes us feel good, our image, our feeling, sensation. Then air retention to anchor a little more this feeling, this sensation in our body. Then we breathe out to diffuse it even more from head to toes. Then quietly, at your own pace, you can slowly come back here and now. Take time to stretch, to yawn, to return to the state of watch smoothly, while preserving all the benefits of what you have just experienced for the hours and days ahead. At any time of the day, you can visualize your bubble so that it helps you both to keep away what doesn't need to touch you and also to maintain a pleasant softness in your bubble and in your body. As I said at the beginning of this video, you can practice these small exercises every day or when you think about it, the three one after the other or independently of each other, according to your needs and desires. Personally, I like to take 2 or 3 minutes each morning to replenish my bubble so that I can keep away what is unpleasant from me, from my bubble. Of course, it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, but when we do all on a regular basis, then it's easier to get away from it. I wish you a beautiful practice, a beautiful day, and see you soon.